Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be doing a family home for under 10K. I had a lot of fun doing this. I've never really limited myself in this game to a budget, especially with a family of, I think, 3. So I did 2 parents and a teenage/child daughter. This one was a lot of fun. I ended up using a lot of eco lifestyle and debug objects. Oh, and here I couldn't decide if I wanted to put an attic, but thankfully I didn't because I was right under 10K. I think I was at like 9,000 with like 7 simoleons to go. So here I am just trying to do the siding. I completely forgot that it was only in increments of 2 simoleons or 4 simoleons, so it didn't really matter, but trying to find a siding color that I liked was difficult for this. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have even put it on a platform because the stairs cost a lot of money. I never realized that because it never really mattered to me. I spent way too much time on the outside of the house, which ended up being fine, but definitely could have been better. And the cheapest flooring is actually really nice, so I was totally fine doing that. And then we're just brightening up. I end up deleting some of these later, not all of them. Most of the doors are pretty cheap too. I was trying to find a cute fridge. I wanted this house to look good still. Like, even though it was super cheap, I wanted it to look cute. So I definitely could have realistically put in a lot more if I had made it cheaper, like used cheaper objects, but I didn't end up doing that, and that's okay. And then I didn't use the cheapest like sink or fridge, although I did end up using the cheapest stove, which that's not good because I don't remember if I even put in a smoke detector. I might have. But I always forget about those in my builds. I don't know if anybody else does that. It's terrible. And then these, okay, so I put on the debug menu. I think it was BB showed hidden objects or something. So you get all of the fabricated stuff from Eco Lifestyle, which is super, super cheap. So that's what I used in a lot of these rooms. So that whole dining set was from Eco Lifestyle. And then again, I wanted this to be cute, so I didn't use the cheapest couches or anything. I forgot about how much I love Eco Lifestyle in that game. I haven't played that in such a long time, but I love the world of Eco Lifestyle. What is that? Evergreen Harbor. Love that world. Love all of the furniture that comes with it. It's super cheap and super cute too. So now we're just trying to find a light. That light is super cute. Oh, and that TV is only 25 simoleons, I think. And then those from Nifty Knitting are free for some reason. So I put those in like every single room just to make it look a little bit cuter. And I did want there to be a bathtub. So again, I probably could have gone cheaper with that by just doing the like university showers, but I didn't end up doing that. And here we are working on the teenager's room. I was tempted to do the cheapest one, but I wanted it to look good still for a teenager. I got this family off of the gallery and it was 2 parents and a teenage girl. So in my head, I just made it so she was recently a teenager, so still kind of outgrowing her childhood bedroom. And then I wanted to put some activities, so I put a little fish tank and again that Nifty Knitting rug. And then moving on to the parents' room, I did them dirty in this. That is the dirty double bed, which is like 25 simoleons and terrible, terrible. But it actually looked kind of cute, so that was my excuse for it. Love that light too. I think that's super cute. Oh, I did put in a smoke detector. Perfect. Because that stove is a liability for sure. All right, and then I just moved on to the debug menu. So this is where I'm kind of cluttering up everything and putting in some landscaping. I think all of the landscaping that I did in this build was from that menu, so it was all free. And I'm just kind of sifting through all of that. That candle is super cute. That was also from Eco Lifestyle. And then those plants also from Eco Lifestyle. That one was from Businesses and Hobbies, and that was also free. I don't know why. And then these little paintings from Parenthood, figured were cute. I don't think that they do anything for your Sims as far as like environment goes, but they look good, and I guess that's all that matters. And then that is a picnic table. Don't think that's functional since it is debug, but it's fine. It looks good. Random little perfume bottle. And then some landscaping. I actually think that the landscaping looked really nice in this build. I'm not a big landscaper to begin with, so I thought it all looked nice. I impressed myself, I'm not gonna lie. And then some bushes. I did not know that we had those, but those look really cute, really nice. So I put those in, little hydrangea bush, and then I end up fencing in the yard. The fence is not functional, so I believe your Sims can kind of just like walk through it, but whatever, it doesn't matter. And I think the fence is from Cottage Living. Worked out perfectly. I feel like Cottage Living came with so many debug items, it's amazing. Just putting in a bunch of landscaping. It ended up looking way better than I thought. And again, I did have like 7 simoleons left over. I probably could have figured something out for that, but I just let it go. Do some window baskets, nice little decor here and there. And the light, I don't know if that light is actually functional, but we did a birdhouse, and then I ended up finding little ones for the front and then an umbrella for the picnic table. Doesn't matter if it's functional. And then I forgot that I had to do a back porch because I put it on a foundation. Definitely shouldn't have put it on the foundation. That stairs really threw the budget over the edge, and I had to go in and kind of replace some things with cheaper options. I'm like looking around trying to figure out what to replace here. And this is where I realized that all of the sidings are 2 simoleons or 4 simoleons. I ended up switching out the bed for a cheaper bed. That one's from Werewolves. I feel like it's still cute. Your Sims just aren't going to get the best night's sleep. And then we're swapping out a mirror for a cheaper one. I might swap out the sink too. I can't remember. Oh, swapping out the light. Yeah, I do end up swapping out the oven. Oh my goodness, for the cheaper oven. Yeah, good thing we have the fire smoke detector. And then an outdoor garbage can, I always forget. And then I ended up having money left over. So we ended up putting in garden beds for little hobbies. You can make money from gardening in this game, so that's always great. You can kind of upgrade as you go. And then a bookshelf because I think that's only 10 simoleons. But all in all, I'm really happy with how this build turned out. definitely could have been better. But for 10,000 simoleons,
Thank you for watching. If you
Sims,
enjoyed,
I feel
please
like that's
subscribe and let
honestly
me know
very
what I should do in the
impressive.
next build.